Hi guys, surprise, surprise, Monday night drink and draw. So I had kind of a crappy day. It's cold and rainy where I'm at, and I just found out that my yoga studio is closing down permanently because of the stress put on it by COVID. So I'm like, you know what? I need to go home and do a drink and draw and maybe hang out with my friends for a little while and have some fun. So hi guys. Hi everybody. Surprise, surprise. I know I didn't announce it or anything, but I figured just come on here and see who's up and wanting to drink and draw with me. I got my Pretty Girls Do Ugly Things cup that someone made me a long time ago, and a nice Pinot Noir. What are you guys drinking tonight? Hi, guys. So it's a mess in my studio. If you can see behind me, I just block it all out, please, because I'm getting ready for a big art show here in Chicago, and there's stuff just like literally all over the place. Also, I'm in my pajamas. I'm in literally in my Star Wars pajama bottoms. So you drink water. That's good that you drink water. That's good. I drink water too, lots of water, but around 8 o'clock I switch to my wine. So hi guys. Good to see your faces. What's going on? Water. Water, water, water. Yep, drink and draw. So come drink and draw with me. So, anyways, I'm preparing for this art show. That's why everything is a fucking mess behind me. Like, it's just, I could barely walk through here right now. But I feel like that's how it is when you're in like creative mode. Everything is just one giant mess. So, I'm working on one piece and I'm doing something different than I usually do. Usually, I go start to finish on paper. And this time I started on paper in ink and I took the inks and put them in my Procreate app, which I absolutely love. If you guys are looking for an easy way to start doing some digital drawing, Procreate's fucking awesome. It's really simple, especially if you're a Mac user. I actually had a Wacom pad which people love, but I found it very confusing because it's very PC based. So this I drew, like I said, on paper, and then I put it in my Procreate so that I can color it digitally. And usually, like I said, I colored on paper with a marker. So this is different, but you can do some really, really cool things in Procreate with textures. So I figured I'd show you guys and maybe get some color inspiration from you. And if you've been on Instagram and following my Pretty Girls Do Ugly Things page, I am having a little contest. We'll call it a contest, but it's really just an art club over there where I give you guys prompts every day and then we draw together. There's tons of Butcher Babies prompts and uh, we have these drink and draws so that we can draw our prompts together. And so make sure you subscribe and get in on these drink and draws, and you have chances to win prizes with all the prompts and everything. So with this one, I took some of the prompts from the last couple weeks and I literally put them all in one drawing since I'm working on stuff for this show. And we had multiple limbs, we had skulls, teeth. So I've got a lot of stuff in this one drawing from that. So anyways, you guys subscribe, 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 and I can keep doing more of these for you. I wanted to show you guys how to make colors in Procreate. So the first thing, like I said, I transferred my drawing into Procreate. I created an ink layer. I actually created two ink layers. Hi guys. One has the deep, deep background and one has the foreground. Does that make sense to you guys? See, this is one of the layers. Um, and then I put that layer because I want to do something special with this layer, a color, it's called a drop. So it'll be really dark. Um, and then I started coloring some things, see? So I've got multiple layers underneath to show how the colors will pop in, but I'm not happy with it yet. So I want some suggestions for you from you guys. We'll start with this color, this layer here. So anyways, like I was saying, if you guys subscribe, you have the chance to win some art prizes from me that you can't win anywhere else, of course. Hi guys. It's good to see all of you. Yes, you do need to play around with Procreate more. It's really, really cool. But you're at home, so I know you're using Photoshop. You got a few minutes to do Procreate. To be honest, I wish that I could use Photoshop, but I just can't. So you aren't drinking anything. I know it's Monday night, you guys. Well, I'll drink for all of you. See? All right. So should I give away a prize for tonight for people who subscribe or give subscriptions? I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think? All right, let me grab something out. Oops, shit. I don't want to move away from this too much. Okay, hold on one second. How about for my lovely subscribers if someone takes home one of my fine art prints today? So the most of you that give subscriptions or subscribe, I'll send you a print. Okay. So, and maybe I'll give out another one later, but just for now, that. So back to this. What color? So I drew this crazy looking spider guy with his tongue in this poor girl's neck. And I can't decide what color to do. Do you guys have any suggestions? I can't decide. So, you know, I love my hot pinks and everything. The background, if you see the background that I did, it took fucking forever. It's a lot of ink. Um, that is going to be mostly pinks and some shadowing, some dark reds and stuff. So, I don't know what color to do this crazy spider creature. And this one here, I think I'm going to do purples and pinks and blend them all together and texturize it so that it looks really cool. Um, green, green could be cool. Brown. Okay, so I started doing it brown. So what do you guys think? And again, this it doesn't look good yet because it has to. You have to like it blend it like paint. So this is just a basic wash of color. But I started to do the spider with browns. I don't even know if you'd call it a spider. It's some kind of creature. But do we like the browns or should I do like a different color? What do you think? And of course, I got to put the textures and like little hairs and stuff like that too on. You want to know a funny story, you guys, too? She uh, she didn't have panties on. I haven't finished drawing the panties yet. And Charlie said, "You got to put panties on that girl." So she's gonna get panties on, but they're still not fully done yet. They're kind of like see-through panties right now. I like to draw weird stuff. I know. Not everybody's a fan of it, but I like to draw stuff like this. I was hugely inspired by 90s comics and you know that kind of stuff. So that's just what I like to do. Skulls and gore and boobs and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I kind of so it has a little green glow on it, but again, it'll look better when it's all done. So do we like the brown? Should I leave it like that? What do you think? Okay, so you like the brown. Ginger Snaps. I love your name. That is such a cool name. I love that that movie, Ginger Snaps. There's like 3 of them, isn't there? Everybody loves boobies, right, little Stormy? Yay! Purple. Okay, so the purple I think I'm gonna put up in this little guy up here with his needles and whiskey bottles and everything. And he's gonna look really cool when he's all colored in. And this little guy down here, he's pretty spooky. Little skull. Yeah, it's gonna look cool when it's all done. And she's riding out of this on a tongue. I started coloring the tongue. But you see, and again, it's not done at all. I just started it, but you see like the texture coming to life a little bit already in the Procreate. It's such a cool thing. If you're already familiar with rendering with markers and paints and stuff like that, it's really fun to play around with it. Somebody said more blood. Don't worry, there'll be blood, but I got to put the the basics in first. Yeah, I put a little tongue ring on. Let me put all the layers on real quick. So the cool thing about Procreate too is you can work in layers, which if you're doing a painting or a drawing on regular paper, it's all in there. And if you make a mistake, it's hard to fix. So I think that's the coolest thing about Procreate and all this digital technology, is that you can fix shit you mess up a lot easier. And it gets, you know, it's fun. You can draw with abandon because you can always fix it. So I'm trying to draw, but I'm also reading your guys' comments. This is fun. I haven't like talked to anybody all day. So thank you guys for liking it. Yes, art can't be rushed. Vaginas can't be rushed. So someone said they need a better technique for blending my shades and highlights. Okay, so I can help you with that. The first thing that I like to do when I'm gonna, you know, highlight and shade something and make it look cool is that I put down a base color. So for this character here, I put down this base color, this kind of pinky type of thing. And this is the coolest thing about Procreate. Look at all these colors that I was able to collect. Can you guys see that? I was able to put all kinds of palettes together and do this. So hold on. So you can do all kinds of awesome different hair and skins and all this kind of cool stuff. This translucent skin palette I've been using a lot. Hold on one second, you guys. One second, guys. I'm using my phone, so I have to check my texts. Okay, I'm gonna set this back up again. So let me know if you can see it. Okay, hold on one second. Someone said the worst thing for drawing is the head. It just takes practice, you know, as with anything else. Okay, hold on one second. I'm trying to get it back so you can see it properly. Can you guys see that? It's a little hard to see, but you get the idea, right? Someone asked if I miss drawing on paper or to just switch back and forth. To be honest, I draw on paper most of the time, like 90% of the time, and then I transfer it to the Procreate because I much prefer drawing on paper. Although I did do something really cool. I got a thing called a paper light for my iPad, and it makes your iPad feel like a piece of paper, and it makes it so much easier to draw on it because that's like the main thing is the feel. You miss the feel. So I highly recommend getting one of those paper lights if you are used to drawing on paper and you want to try something different. Okay, so let me just show you. I don't know if you can see it very clearly, but I'll kind of try to show you how to make some depth on this little creature. So like I said before, I basically just put like a pink background because I want it to have that kind of, you know, underneath. And then I go into my palettes. And you guys remember to subscribe and give subscriptions. You got a chance to win prizes. And then also, I can keep doing these for you. And if you're following my Pretty Girls Do Ugly Things page, we're having an art contest and we can draw our little creatures together. So, sorry, I forgot what palette I used earlier for this little guy. I have so many magical colors here. It's so much fun. Here it is. I think I did this watermelon palette. So I'm going to go in after I made my, I'm going to turn this. There's also shit ton of brushes you can use. I really like using this little airbrush guy for my first layers of color. So I'm gonna go in, damn it, I'm on the wrong layer, hold on. So you have to put the color on the layer underneath the, are you guys not hearing me? Okay, there you are. It says the video broke. Okay, so you guys can see me, right? All right. So you have to make a layer underneath of your ink layer, okay? So this is my, I'll show you. This is the ink layer, and then I'm doing the color on this layer. Okay. Oh my God, I did it again, you guys. You guys are distracting me. There we go. That's the right layer to put the color on. So that way it goes underneath the ink rather than on top of the ink. You know what I mean? Because for me anyways, because I really like the comic book style work, I like to have my, sorry if there's an echo. It's because I have my phone on and I turned it down and it was working for a second without volume, but there, maybe that'll help. If not, whatever, you got to listen to me talking at you twice. Oh, was it you? Okay. So, like I was saying, when you draw the color underneath the ink layer, it's an empty ink layer. There's no background. You can get the color underneath the ink, so it gives it that comic book feel to it. Which I go back and forth. I really like realism, but I really like comic book style work. I'd say that my work is definitely a combination of both. And but I definitely like fantasy art. See how you can still see the black lines underneath? So I'm going to blend all these together. It's going to look really flat for a while, and then it'll start to pop. So I put all the shadows where they should be first. All the dark stuff. Like there would be, shadows around the teeth. But there'd be shadows around the eyes. And then we're going to put even more highlights after we blend the first two colors together. So it's actually a lot. This is just a very basic start. And then I'll show you guys the textures when we start blending them together. So what are you guys drawing tonight? Anything? Are you guys participating in the art contest? If you are, make sure to join me on BBTV a couple nights a week, and we can draw our little creatures together. And like I said, you will have the chance to win even more prizes if you subscribe. And I'm sharing your guys' art as well on the Pretty Girls Do Ugly Things page, so everyone can see your little masterpieces. So again, this is just really messy for now. Messy, messy, messy. It's hard to keep watching that. And what are you going to draw tonight, John? John the Butcher? Ooh, Garbage Pail Kids blank. That would be really fun. I just recently did a set of trading cards. I'm super inspired by Garbage Pail Kids and metal trading cards. I think they're so fucking cool. Artist trading cards are a really fun way to share work with each other as well, too. In fact, if you guys are participating in my little art club, I would highly recommend getting a set of artist trading cards from your local art store. And you can trade with each other. You can do your little drawings and then maybe, trade with someone else in the club. That way you have something to remember your little adventure together. Okay, so I'm putting this color in, like I said, kind of messy because it's just going to be like a shadow. I pictured him with like some boils kind of on his head in different places. So we're going to create them like that. Oh my God, I haven't had a sip of wine in like forever. Awesome. I'm glad you guys are drawing. Let's see. John is drawing a killer clown. Dr. Death 76. Ooh, I like that name. I'm busy with t-shirt and mug designs at the moment, and a Freddy fuck no. That's pretty awesome. Someone said I've noticed that when I started pinning again that it's like makeup, the shading, the different colors. Yes, 100%. It's just like that. And I always find that when people always stop when they could go a lot further with the shading and everything to make it really, really pop. So I think that's one bit of advice when you're doing a shading, like don't just stop when you think you've done enough. Like you can go deeper, add some blacks in the mix there. So many cool things you can do. And then always add the highlights, you got to add a little highlights with the shadows. Okay, like I said, it looks really messy right now, but there is a method to the madness. I actually really liked it just black and white too. I've always liked just plain old black and white art. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna blend these two. Actually, hold on a second. Let me see what else this little palette has in it. I'm gonna add, I'm gonna add some of this before I go blend it. So yeah, you can, with the Procreate, you can actually like snag colors from the world around you, which is really, really cool. So if you have something that you've seen in a magazine or something that you want to recreate, you're able to do that. It's much cheaper than buying every Copic marker in the store, which I've done before. But okay, so now I'm going to blend these colors together. And there's a skin blender. It's just kind of like gives it a pencil-y looking feel to it. But you have to work a lot with the opacity and the size of the brush. So mine usually goes like right to the setting that I usually use for it. But you have to play around with it because you have to find out like which, like I said, what the opacity of the blending brush that you like is, and blah blah blah. Like this one already, I can see that I don't like how strong the blend was. So I'm going to take it down a notch. So it's probably hard for you guys to tell, but it's giving a nice texture as if I was really using my markers or pencils rather than, digital art. Like what I can't stand about digital art is that super like high gloss, like phony look. I like things to have texture. So that's really, really important to me when I start, coloring digitally. I mean, there's some people that like that super shiny style, but I'm not a big fan of it. I think I feel the same way about music. A lot of people prefer like the auto tune, super glossy sounding music, and I don't. And I definitely prefer a little texture with my art. So again, you see too, it's cool. Those black lines remain the same, even though I'm blending the colors because they're on a different layer. So they won't budge. I'm gonna put those back in, but sorry, I know my hand is covering up a lot of it. Analog is the best form of audio, in my opinion, someone said. Yeah, I mean, this everything is so far advanced. It kind of everything sounds the same now. You can get that analog sound digitally, but I know what you mean. It's way better than that like glossy sound that everyone uses. Let's see. Someone said they're drawing in Procreate too. Yeah, awesome. It's really cool. It's just really cool. So Photoshop again. I wish I could use Photoshop. I haven't used it. One of these days, when I have some extra time, I will teach myself how to use it. So I'm kind of going over the teeth because I'm going to change the color of the teeth completely. I'm just disregarding them. But see, it's already blending nicely, and then I'll put even more colors on top of this blend. So just the beginning. I like this color, these colors so far though. So my inspiration for the color for this guy is The Thing. If you guys, has anyone seen The Thing? Anyone out there? The classic movie. It's one of the best movies, best horror movies ever. But that that was the inspiration for the color in this. Can you see how the colors are blending together so nicely? Yes, the 80s one. So if you remember, The Thing has like this kind of pink undertone, pink and purples. And he just looks really cool and shiny. So when I'm done blending these pinks, I'm gonna put some purples, make them all warty looking, and then put like a little bit of gloss. So it'll look really cool. It'll really pop. But again, things take a long time. Just like painting. If you want to get that cool textury look in Procreate, you have to treat it like painting and spend some time blending all the colors. I want him to look, or her, it might be a her, I don't know yet. I want them to look really real, like you could reach out and touch them when it's all blended together and everything. So how are you guys surviving COVID? I heard a lot of people are getting locked down again, which if you liked art, then we'll be drawing together a lot more if we get locked down again, right? So make sure to subscribe, give subscriptions. You guys, I'm giving out prizes tonight. Oh, I keep forgetting that I have wine right here. What the hell? Subscribe. I'm going to give out a couple prints tonight. Here's one of them. The other one will be a surprise, and it's only going to be a surprise because it's like way over there right now, and I don't feel like reaching for it. But here's one of my favorite drawings, and this is a fine art print, super nice paper, really velvety, beautiful paper, and it can be yours if you gift some subscriptions. So get to it. Tell all your friends. Okay. So I'm going to put some black, maybe more of a gray. Yeah, this gray will work because I don't want it to be too dark. The opacity is kind of hard to work with sometimes. It like sometimes it seems like it's like too strong and you fix it and it's perfect and then it like doesn't seem like work. But it's kind of, you know, computers are kind of glitchy sometimes. Saving my pennies for a brand new iPad. There we go. That's exactly the effect that I wanted so far. Can you see that? See how it looks like so nice and blended so far? So you could make some more like that. I did a Joker before. If you haven't seen it yet, someone's asking if I ever would do a Joker, but I did a pretty cool one. I've posted it a couple times. It was a really big and pretty girl Joker. So something like this is actually a giant size. It's 18 by 24. So a drawing like this will probably take me a couple weeks to finish, working on it almost every day. But it's worth it in the end, you know. But definitely a lot of work between all the ink and all the color. And to be honest, I thought that digital coloring would be a lot easier when I started it, and it definitely takes a lot of time unless you're just doing very simple stuff. So let's see. Someone's they need to save it for an iPad Pro. Yeah. You know what's fucked up is mine is cracked. I got to take it back to the Apple store. It cracked. I don't know if I'm just too hard on it or what, but it's a crack. I got to get a new one. But yeah, saving my pennies for all that stuff. You know, but I do believe like if you do something for a job or if you're super passionate about something, you should grab the tools that help you, you know, get successful in that area. So if you've been thinking about spending the money on Copic markers or, you know, iPad Procreate, you should do it. And you can draw with me. Yeah, I wish you guys could see this in person. It's looking so cool. I think it's kind of hard to tell um, on the screen like that, but she looks awesome. Later on, I'll post my progress before I go to sleep with this little guy. So you can see I'm jumping back and forth between the color and the blender. Some people like to use just the pencil, and you can change the opacity, whatever, as you're working with the pencil. But I prefer to use the little blender tool. That's how I work with markers, and it just seems like easy to me that way, or easier. All right, she needs some more of this dark red. So, no, I don't know anything for Android. I don't use Android stuff. So, but if I hear of anything, I will let you know. Any hints on next week's prompts? No, no. You gotta wait till Thursday, like everybody else, Wayne. So, JD says he mainly draws in ink and graphite, which is all that I used to do, which I love, love, love pencils. I just started a couple pencil things as well. Ink is so much fun. And to be honest, I actually prefer just pencils or just inks, but people love color. People want to see color. So that's why I started to do more color. And it's pretty exciting to see something go from black and white to full fantasy color. So it's fun. Someone just asked if I miss the tactical feel of traditional pencil and pen. Yes, I do. I mostly draw on paper, but I was saying earlier that I got this thing called a paper like from Germany. I think they make them there, and it's pretty awesome. It makes your iPad feel like you're drawing on paper. I swear to God, you got to try it. It's crazy insane. It honestly changed everything for me as far as creating art on the iPad because it was definitely an adjustment for me making art digitally. Didn't feel right, but with the paper, like it's kind of scratchy, so it feels good. Someone asked how New Jersey life is. And how is New Jersey life now? I don't live in New Jersey. Yeah, we don't need to rush the prompts. We definitely have enough to last, right? There's so much, like it's so stressful. I haven't had a chance to do all the prompts, but I've been looking at your alls, and they look fabulous. So thanks for playing along. It's fucking awesome. Someone asked who my all-time favorite artist is, and that's Robert Williams and Robert Crumb, and also Mark Ryden. I love, love Mark Ryden. And your sculpt for teeth, why wouldn't it count? Yeah, of course it counted. Um, yeah. A black and white, just a touch of color is fucking awesome. I feel like that's the insult, Mr. Carcass Grinder. uh, so yeah, I do have a 75 Stingray, but you don't need to live in New Jersey to drive Corvette around. Although, I like people from New Jersey. Wait, someone said, wait, what did you say you're using on your iPad? It is called a paper like. So look it up. It's like I said, it's a life changer, game changer if you are into drawing on your Procreate, but you can't get the hang of drawing on that glossy finish. It's fucking awesome. And it's pretty cheap too. Someone said their head is spinning from all the prompts. And yeah, there's a lot of prompts, but like I said, you guys don't have to worry about doing all the prompts. I want you guys to have fun, and there's like a lot of butcher babies prompts. I've got a really, really random butcher babies prompt for next week, and I cannot wait till you see it, and I can't wait to see what you draw for it. Maybe we will make that Thursday's prompt and we'll draw it here together because it's definitely an interesting one. So again, I'm drawing some straight color on here that I'm going to blend out in a minute. And you guys, I'm still giving away some prints. So if you would like one, then give some subs for me and make sure you come hang out with me when I'm doing this. Okay, like I said, when you're blending stuff, it looks really messy for a while, just like painting or doing markers. But all this random color drop has a reason. And it'll come together in the end. Yeah, if you check my Pretty Girls Do Other Things page later, maybe I'll put it on the Butcher Babies page too, you'll see what all the blending did. So what else is going on? I did a Joker. It's posted on my page, I think, on the Pretty Girls Do Ugly Things page. It's on my website, I think, carlaharvey.com. It's everywhere. I'll post it later in my stories so you guys can see. Did you guys see the Venom butcher I did? We made some shirts out of it. So if you guys want to wear my art, you can grab a Venom butcher shirt. It's pretty cool. So grab one before we get sued by Marvel. No, I'm just kidding. We're flying under the radar enough. They're not gonna care. But it's a really cool, fun little shirt. We're just to get the print, just whoever gives the most subs during this little chat will get it. So someone said their favorite Anthrax album is State of Euphoria and track Misery Loves Company. I don't know. I like them all. I like watching them perform the best. Have I seen Heidi Ghost Hunt? I feel like we've kind of ghost hunted on tour before. Someone says they can't draw, paint, or be creative. I'm sure you're creative in some way. Creativity comes in all different forms. It really does. Let's see. Let me use this color. This is the part that's probably pretty boring to you guys because it's not happening very fast. It's just slow putting all the colors that I want in to blend. It takes a while to make it look, popping. Then I'm also just trying some different things. All right, guys. I gotta head out too today. I've got a early morning. Yay, you got the paper like. You gotta let me know how you liked it. Like I'm telling you, it is just insane how much of a difference it makes. And we can draw together next time and you can tell me all about it. So I will see you guys. I'll put up a post about it tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure we'll definitely either Wednesday and Thursday or Thursday. And if you guys subbed, then send the number and you will be in the running for a BB wake up call. Heidi just wrote, woohoo! And again, if you guys gifted subscriptions and all that good stuff, then I will send the person who we got the most from a special print and we'll be in contact with you guys about that. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. That was awesome. Like I said before, I had a crappy day and it was really, really nice to see your little comments and everything. So I will see you guys later in the week and we will finish this together. All right. Bye.